And hello, Internet. Welcome once again to the Always Sunny International Writers Fellowship. It is the 12th of August. It has been disgusting in the United Kingdom. As you can see, I am wearing the Hawaiiest of Hawaiian shirts. Oh, Jesus, I wish I had air conditioning. Sorry, I know we've had this conversation. You guys, I get it. You get heat. You piss on the heat we get. We have no escape.
If it makes you feel any better, the building that I am currently occupying has no such thing. So
Okay, it does.
I'm
It does
there with you both physically and in spirit. My home is air conditioned. My office, not so much.
And Charlene's with us already. Hello, lovely.
Hi, Charlene.
And yes, Jules. See, we have two people in the chat, and yet StreamYard is telling us we have 0 viewers. So something's not working.
Twitch takes a minute to update.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna hop into mod mode, so you'll see me lurking too. I did want to give a quick shout out, like I said to you guys backstage, that my community lost somebody important yesterday. Sean Travis of Love Equals Death passed away in Staffordshire. He was about to do a show today, and just if you know the band, we're here together. Sorry. So if I look a little teary today, it's been a hard day for us here in California.
How about you, Erica? How have you been?
Not been too bad. I got 2 activity intervention submissions made to a book today, and
I haven't done any of that. I really should. I need to get. How much do you need to write for it? Please, I need you to tell me something in the range of 0 words, and just
it's 500 to 1,500 words.
I can do that.
But I don't even know that. Mine might have been 500 words.
Okay. I need to have a look at the guidelines, but I have shit to do, and I'm like, I should do this, but I have submitted somewhere.
Where?
That's the only thing I've done.
Yeah.
Let's do card reading. I have. You said you weren't too pleased by the word heritage last week. Can I just ask? It occurred to me afterwards. Why? What's going on? What's wrong with the word heritage? Or should
Erica,
I not?
You want to field this one?
It's a political thing, and since we're not a political stream, we can just leave it at that. But it's a
okay.
There is an organization in the United States that has taken up that term. That's all we have to do.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's forget what the deck is called then, but it's a beautiful deck, so if you don't mind, I'd still like to use it. It is absolutely massive. I mean,
ooh.
Normal size cards, these cards. It's a big deck. I appreciate it. Basically, all of the pictures are classical art, 19th century, give or take, and it's just. I've reached the stage where I think I have all the tarot decks I need. I mean, I've still got some. I know, don't look at me like that, to Erica. But I still have some on the way.
That's like me saying I have all the dice that I need, and then my husband tells me last night that there is apparently a set of dice, and when I looked at the company, they're in the UK. It's a $200 set of dice, but they set on a magnetic, like hexagonal base, and they float.
I think somebody in our chat might already have one of those.
Oh, I told my husband, why do you tell me about these things?
Would you? Yes, indeed. Yeah, quite. It's just mean. But So I still have some decks on the way, but that's because I backed them on Kickstarter, and had I just bought these outright and had them in hand, I probably wouldn't have backed some of the ones I have backed. But you know, I think this particular addiction is touch wood running its course. You heard it here first, folks. Anyway,
And it's a work write-off.
and it is indeed a work write-off. Here we go. We have. Let me just make sure that autofocus is turned on. It is not. We have the sun.
Oh, we needed the sun today.
We needed the sun today. And the book is very good. Sun and the Moon. So, the painting is called The Night by Auguste Reynaud, a French painter who lived 1854 to 1937. Key meanings: hope, inspiration, positivity, faith, renewal, healing, rejuvenation, freedom, dream, fantasy, or salvation. And I'm looking at the star, not the sun. Oops, I thought that was a bit weird. Yeah, no, because this is... It has been one of those days, guys. Sorry. This is Leda and the Swan by Giovanni Antonio Baz, who was an Italian painter who lived 1477 to 1549. The key meanings are happiness, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, and truth. Positive stuff. So, Leda and the Swan is a popular theme in visual arts based on the ancient myth depicting Leda embracing Zeus, the supreme deity, who has taken the form of a swan, along with their shared children. Leda's graceful, curved posture, her hair partially escaping from her braids, and the river landscape were conceived by Leonardo da Vinci. This card predicts joy, as the sun is the embodiment of positive energy in tarot cards and signifies a positive forecast. The card foreshadows success, happiness, and prosperity in all aspects of one's life. A bright streak is approaching, bringing the fulfillment of desires, a period of prosperity and comfort. Those who have dreams of having a child will soon become parents, while others will embark on the endeavor of a lifetime. Any conflicts will be resolved, life will acquire a clear and meaningful purpose. The sun gives you strength and tells you that no matter where you go or what you do, your positive and radiant energy will follow you and bring you happiness and joy. The card advice is focus on the positive, take a playful and fun approach. And it has an affirmation. I bask in the radiant light of positivity, embracing joy and laughter in every moment. With a playful spirit, I navigate life's journey, radiating warmth and happiness wherever I go. There you go. I think we needed a bit of positivity here, so... There we go. Is there any positivity for our writing? How about that? We are officially a writing stream. Let's think about the sun in our writing. Is there any sunshine in our keyboards?
Ember asking the question in our chat, our group chat, if we could sprint today. I had opened up the last chapter of Alana that I was working on. And before we connected, I wrote 34 words. That is the first writing that I have done in I don't even know when. The last time we did a sprint on this. Nope. I wrote when I flew to Orlando.
Oh, of course you did, yeah.
Oh, Jules has good news.
Jules has something. I can share something fun. I found out last week that I get to present at a conference about your PhD. Whoa!
Exciting.
That's amazing.
And of course, we have to tell everybody what your PhD is. Jules is looking at... Well, no, why am I going to tell you? Just Jules, I'm not going to mansplain your PhD. You put in the chat what your PhD is and save the guy in the Hawaiian shirt from getting it wrong. Yes, writing sprints might be a good idea because I don't feel like any of us, well, I certainly don't have much in the way of gusto today. And I feel like a few of us could do with just getting lost in our own little worlds. So I think the sun encourage us just to do what makes us feel good. So, and in a community like this, writing is what makes us feel good.
Mm.
So,
I did
Erica's
have a
building
funny
something.
D&D story to tell you guys that I thought was apropos, given that you are both RPG therapists. So, is that okay?
Well,
go
before
on.
you do that, let's just see what Jules is.
Creative writing and linguistics. Oh, that's cool.
She has read every book in existence that has anything to do with secondary world fantasy, and just it's terrifying what this woman doesn't know. It's just and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jules, but the PhD is going to have a non-fiction side of it, which is looking at linguistics, but it's also going to have a fiction side where she's going to put her theory into practice and write a secondary world fantasy.
That's amazing.
It's inspirational.
Hi, Caedmon. Welcome.
Caedmon, we haven't seen you this early for a while. We're doing a sprint today, so please do get your keyboard out, and we will do shit. But first, Ember's going to tell us a D&D story.
Oh, maybe it's stupid.
Nothing that every D&D story is stupid. If it isn't stupid, you're doing it wrong.
I didn't sleep very well last night too, so if my thoughts are scattered, I apologize. I've got a busy day and it's just been a lot. So my husband is a very non-confrontational human being, right? Like just very philosophical, very like, solve problems with words. His D&D character is a blowhard with no charisma. He's a ranger. Just whenever my bard character is like, I charmed them, now we can peacefully escape. He's like, I'm going to start a fight. Which led us to, at one point, taking out an entire, guards headquarters in a town and liberating it. It was a whole thing. So on Saturday night, we went back to our hometown, or their hometown, my characters knew. And it was taken over by, horrible, bad people who had imprisoned and killed half the town, right? So we sneak into what was to be this big festival that we were attending, and it turned out to be a prison camp. And we were sneaking around, and the entire party is behind, cover and in a tent, and we send my husband's character out because he has disguised self. He's just gonna go out and make sure that he can assess the situation. We have very important people who are trapped in a certain place, and he's gonna go look at that tent where those people are trapped and see how we can free them. So
I can't see how this would go wrong at all. It's a perfect plan.
He disguises himself. He walks straight up to the guards. He fails his first speech check. Everybody just goes like this. And our DM is like, Alteon, roll initiative. And I'm like, Jack, my husband, there are 200 fighters in this township here. So I'm hoping Cottontail, because he's a Herringon, that he's going to use his extra movement and get the hell out of there. He does, initially. He uses rope trick to hide in a burning tent.
As you do.
We have a mind flayer captured who helps us. Like, the rest of the party sees what's going on. It's like, oh shit, we got to beat out, right? So we're all trying to escape.
This is Leroy Jenkins, isn't it?
He fucking oh no, this is not the Leroy Jenkins. So you just wait. So we all see what's going down, and we're like, okay, time to go. And we start all kind of getting our prisoners and leaving. And then all of the fighters start coming at us, and so we start creating barriers. I do hypnotic pattern. We've got them pinned down, and we're like, we have a path of escape. And my husband's like, I'm going back in. And we're like, the fuck are you doing? It's like, I'm going in. And where? We can't get to him. None of us can actually see him in game. So none of us can shout or do it. He just goes. He goes
Why?
straight.
Leroy Jenkins!
Did he give a reason? What? Why?
This is my hometown, and these people came and killed and imprisoned all of my friends and my family and my neighborhood. And so he goes straight to where they've got all these people captured and attempts to give a Braveheart speech. Now, granted, his charisma is. So his speech check fails again.
Hang on. So he's a
No,
blowhard, but he has no charisma.
None. No, so he goes into all these prisoners, beats past all the legionnaires, and is like, "Let's go, we're gonna fight." And people are like, "We're not gonna fight."
No, we're not. We're not going to fight. No.
And then he charges into just. We're all looking at him like, "Your character is going to die." He's like, "I don't care. This is the moment. I'm going to stand up for our people." Like, so by the grace of the gods, by DM magic, he is imprisoned now. But it was kind of the craziest session of D&D I've ever played. And I feel like it's therapeutic in a sense because normal Jack would never do this.
Yes.
Jack's character charged into a situation where he knew he wouldn't win, but his morals were like, I'm so glad he didn't die. And now I'm like, now we all have to get your ass out of prison. So that's my D&D story. I hope it was worth it.
It was very well worth it. My D&D story from this weekend was that my group spent about 20 minutes making jokes about the fact that a paladin's special ability is lay on hands. And every time we use it, we say, "I touch myself."
I love that for you guys.
So, every D&D story is a ridiculous D&D story. Hey, at least something happened in yours. We just got into a fight with a goat that knocked me prone, and then we spent, like I say, about 20 minutes, half an hour laughing at how a spell involves touching yourself. I touch myself. And now I touch Jen. Now I touch Lemma. It's just...
I'm telling you, we work things out in D&D.
Yes,
we cannot work out in real life.
Okay, because my camera is like backwards, and so I'm turning one way, but it's very counterintuitive to what is showing on my camera. We figure shit out through our characters is why I have these scales, because they are my first character scales. Like, she changed that much about me and helped me figure out that much.
Yeah. And that's why you and I and Charlene and Booney, when she's here, it's why we all do what we do, because there's a transformative power in it. In being somebody else, in working out your shit in a way that you can't in the real world. I mean, I always play violent characters, can't imagine why, but my job is a thinking job. I spend all my days going, how does that work? What's going on? I don't want to think. I want to hit things.
That too. That's my husband. I'm like...
See, and I always play the healer helper, except for this current character is a barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
And we can learn runic magic. I think I've talked about that, but we have been put up against characters because I chose totem, the bear totem, or the totem, path of the totem warrior. So when I'm raging, the only damage that I'm not resistant to is psychic. And so our DM, knowing that, like, when I get hit with shit, it's psychic damage and it's stuff that affects my mind. And so I learned a rune on purpose that protects my mind. And when I cast it, he made me tell him what it was that I was casting. I said, that's not, like, it's not something you need to know. I'm casting something on myself. When it comes into play, I will let you know. And he did not like that.
I bet he didn't like that.
because then it's like, why do you need to know what protections I have on myself? You don't ask the spellcasters what spells they have prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because then you're not going to cast magic on my character that is, is not going to work. because he metas more than anyone I know in my life. But that's
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough.
it's just really
Yeah, setting
frustrating.
boundaries. Yeah. And yeah, and you can practice that. Say, this is a boundary. Let's see how it works, shall we?
Yeah, but that's a I guess, for Erica, like that's a thing. Like I am going to protect my mind over anything. Like I'll protect my mind over my heart any day. So
Whereas my characters just want to, if something's standing, they want it to be not standing. That's as complex as I get. No, that's a lie. I played a healer once who was terrified of the undead, and we were playing Ghost of Saltmarsh, where just about everything was undead. And so I spent most combats running away until I couldn't run away anymore, and then just spamming Sacred Flame until I learned Turn Undead, and then it was Turn Undead whenever anything happened. And you only get a limited number of uses of that. So a door opened, it went Turn Undead, and that's it. Obviously,
Manny Fuego needs Turn Undead.
Manny Fuego needs Turn Undead. Also,
By the way, the EPUB is fixed and available, and the print is coming.
And you have a review, I see.
Yes, I have a review there. I have a review on Goodreads. So
Goodreads.
if anyone has read the story and would like to contribute on Goodreads, or if you bought it through Amazon, please do. It really helps. I'm going to do a bigger marketing push when there are more versions of the story available. So stay tuned for that. But the reception thus far has been really lovely. So thank you to everyone.
And on that note, shall we do some writing?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to. We can just talk. If you would
Oh, I also have a client blog to hammer out today. So like I said, I'm busy. Today would be a good day to rot, but I do not have that option. So
is that what we're doing then? We are writing, or do you want to just talk? Okay.
writing's good. Unless the chat has anything that they want to bring up, but it sounds like everyone's kind of here to
just chill.
Here to party. Mm.
So
Amber's going to be doing a blog. Erica, what are you up to?
I am going to write about. I am in session 49 of Alana's story, and getting ready for some really interesting stuff.
I might actually write in my fantasy book just so that I can.
Of how many total sessions?
Yeah.
Hold on just a second.
God. I knew I shouldn't have.
Technically, we had 121 sessions.
Oh, good.
But I've written, I think I have like 1 3/4 of a book done, like past where I am. I may have more than that because I jump around a lot. But yeah, 121 sessions.
That's a lot.
That is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My group just had a full year of being together every other weekend. So, for comparison's sake.
My other group is starting a game of Pendragon. Well, we started a game, we just continue a game of Pendragon, which is anything King Arthur is happy for me. So, fantasy. I'm actually going to... So, a couple of things. I've started a chapter for another book in the pop culture psychology series, but I'm not allowed to divulge what the book is about or what the chapter is about. So I am working on that in terms of research and stuff, but also I am going to have a look at the submission guidelines that Erica sent through to me, which I haven't done and need to, because otherwise I'm not going to have anything to submit. So I am going to be doing the admin part of the writing process. But hey, it's more than I've done previously, and I quite liked the what's it called? Dino timer you had. And so, shall we give that one a go?
Fuck yeah, dinosaur timer. I'm rooting for the purple one, as always.
Okay, so how long do you want to do? Is 20 a bit long? Should we do 15?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop out for a restroom break too, so don't mind me if I go off cam for a second.
Is 15 enough, or should we do 20?
Let's do 20.
Set. Cool. And
You're gonna have to turn the music off on that thing.
oh, am I? Is the
We can
music?
hear it for a second. For funsies.
Okay, well, here we go then. Oh my god.
No, we can't put that.
And that's the loop. That's the whole song. So yeah, you can, and then you can leave the alarm on because that'll go when it's over. But yeah.
Okay, well, so so Ember's rooting for the purple one, Erica. And does
Green,
anybody have
always
favorites?
Always green.
Anybody in the chat? You just let us know who you want to win, and the prize for getting it is not listening to the music. There you go.
Charlene says red.
Yeah, Charlene's going for red. So yeah, everybody's got one. They've all got somebody supporting them.
Look at those dinosaurs go. Look at them ambling along. Oh, sorry, I needed this so bad. So stupid. I used this in professional developments for a long time, so.
I love it so much. I
All right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break and I'll be back to start writing.
Okay, and everybody else, get on with writing, and we will finish in a little while. And I will actually put some other music on to give us some background. And it looks like red is the winner. So I think it was Charlene who backed red. So
Congratulations, Charlene.
yay! I like that. That's cool. It's cooler than the other. Who's
It's not distracting.
Oh, I fucking love it. It's great. Yes, Charlene, you do indeed win at life. A red dinosaur crossed the line first, which proves everything. Job. How was that?
I couldn't write my fantasy novel, so I went back to the client blog.
Thanks, Jules. I trained hard. Yeah, that's Charlene is not going to let anybody live this down. This is going to be her for the rest of the week. My dinosaur won in this thing that I didn't do any writing for. You watch.
You know what? Everybody needs joy.
Indeed. That what was the sun card telling us? Just take the joy that's offered you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good for you, Jules. Journaling is super important.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done a bit of journaling this week. Not as much as perhaps I should have, but it is extremely good for helping you figure things out.
Yeah.
Did your blog get anywhere, Amber?
You know, it's a standard client blog. There's not a whole lot of it's really just an announcement, so there's not a whole lot of like voila to do with it. It's coming along. I have to check in with my client about a few things. So if you saw me on my phone, I'm like, what does that mean? But it's nice because she can just send me some notes and then I can whip something up for her. And it's only supposed to be about 350 words. So let's see. Really just hyping her up. It's 80 words. Well, back to the drawing board. No. How about the rest of you?
Let's see. How about you, Erica?
Hold on. I just lost my number. I got 672.
And this has been the International Writers Fellowship. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to go and bang my head against a brick wall. Bye. Wow.
I missed having you here for these sprints, Erica. I really did.
You too right. Jesus H. Christ, all fuck mothering mighty. Good God.
Again, my story has already been told. I just have to there's not a whole lot of thinking that I have to. Well, I mean,
thinking is never involved in my writing or life. Frankly, it's pretty. My life is pretty think free.
But this stuff. This was before I started writing down what. At some point, I started writing down the date of our sessions. And this was pre that. So I'm going back years and years and years. And so I completely forgot that this that I wrote happened. I was going to look and see when we finished this campaign. What? I want to say it was 2020. I think 2021 we finished this campaign. So it's probably 5-6 years ago information that I'm recalling, and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember this happening.
Okay, so but what's it like to have gotten a good chunk of writing done? Because as you say, this is only the second time maybe this year that you've really sat down and
that I've written Alana. The only other time I wrote twice in October or in January. Other than that, it's been this month or this time. good. I'm really attributing it to playing so much Baldur's Gate right now. Which again isn't her story, but like just being able to be her-ish, I think is really helpful for wanting to write her.
I'm jealous. I can't start Baldur's Gate until I finish Tears of the Kingdom.
We'll connect.
Friends.
Cool. And how are we all? Are we feeling a little bit more at peace with the world?
I just have like no gas in my gas tank, but my husband and son are outside playing Nerf guns right now. The rest of the day, once I get this done, is, oh my God, that's not true. I'm meeting with Jen and Chandler. Oh Lord. I wonder if they'll let me push back.
Yes.
I-
Yes,
I-
we will.
I bet they
Oh,
will.
Lord. Oh,
In fact,
yeah.
if you would like, I can message them.
No, message them. Today's like the busiest day. I'm like, it's Monday. It feels like Friday, the 800th of my life.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Mhm.
I have not finished Tears of the Kingdom. So here's a little side story about how I play video games. I play them a lot. I play hours and hours and hours of them. I play the kinds of games that allow you to play hours and hours and hours of them. I get about this close to the end, and then I stop. And then I don't play video games for a really long time. And then maybe I finish it. Never finished Final Fantasy IX. Never finished Chrono Trigger. There's a handful of them out there. Never finished Link to the Past. So I'm like right there with Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm trying to get over that, like, because I also want to go and do all the things. And I'm like, you can do that after you beat the game, but after I beat the game, I'm not going to want to go do all the things, because what is the point? I don't know what that is. I don't finish things. Like I'm a dilettante.
Well, you finished Manny Fuego, and it's out there with the correct color.
The print is a whole other story, but I have the whole rest of the week. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not normally this.
Darling, you had a rough couple of days. That is
Oh my
absolutely
God.
fine. So
Well,
And-
Charlene, I also think not wanting to finish is because we know, like, it's predictable somewhat. And then if we do finish, then we have to go do something new.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I
That's
think there's
me.
something there.
I
Like,
think
I would rather watch the same movies over and over and over again and shows over and over again than start something new, because number one, I don't like to be surprised a whole lot. And also, if I have to watch something new, that means I need to give it all of my focus. Whereas if I'm watching something else, it's predictable and I can do other things.
Totally fair.
yeah, it's stability, isn't it? And as Jules was saying, that's why farming games exist. I mean, I tend to. I think I've played 2 narrative games from start to finish. One was Tomb Raider 2, and the other was Metal Gear Solid. Everything else, I give up very early in. I mean, I don't even make it towards the end. I'm just like, you know, I'm done. Oh no, that's a lie. I did finish Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
I heard that was good.
But I don't know. I'm much better on just arcade games. You come in, you shoot a few things, then you leave. You know, Unreal Tournament. I've been playing the original Unreal Tournament for 20 years now, just because I log on, I shoot things, I capture a few flags, and then I log off.
There you go. Simple.
Simples.
Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom did make me cry in all the good ways. Oh, Jules, I hear that. I definitely cried at Breath of the Wild. So Tears of the Kingdom, I get kind of annoyed because it keeps making me stop and build stuff, and I don't really want to build stuff. I just don't want to do it. It's not my
Yep.
jammy jam. I want to
Yep,
ride
no,
ponies, not fly airplanes. Just me.
Right then, guys, I think we call it a day. I'm tired. Emma's tired. I'm sure Erica's tired. Let's just... I'm putting words in Erica's mouth. I'm just telling you that Erica's tired.
Always, perpetually.
Forever.
Cool. Where can we be found? Ember, tell us about Manifuego.
Manifuego's Guide to Good Eats is available wherever you get your EPUB books. I don't know, Amazon, Kindle Unlimited, other weird places I've seen it. Fixed, ready to go, print coming soon. Please buy, rate, and review. Much love to you all. It's $7.95 USD. Support a struggling author.
Yeah. All you have to, if you want to support an author, leave them a review. That will,
Please.
I guarantee that will make their day.
I'm on Goodreads.
Practitioner's Guide has been out for a year. I have 10 reviews on Amazon.
Woo!
No, 10 in a year. Come on, people. We can do more than that.
I always forget to review things. I give them stars on. I give stars on Goodreads, but that's about all I do.
I still think that helps.
Yeah. Erica, how about yourself?
I am at rpgplaytherapy.com and on Twitch and YouTube at RPG Playtherapy.
And you can find me on YouTube at the RPG Therapist. You can buy Practitioner's role-playing games Psychotherapy, a Practitioner's Guide, and Handmaid's Tale Psychology, and Spider-Man Psychology, and Doctor Who Psychology, and Death by Effigy, and lots of other things that I've had something to do with on Amazon, etc. Please do buy. And again, rate and review. Even if you haven't read it. Obviously read it first and then review it. But even if you haven't, just review it. Guys, I know it's been a bit of a rough one. Thank you for making the effort and joining us anyway. And we will be here to do more writing-based stuff next week. Thanks a lot for joining us. Take it easy.